Like, why am I being punished? Like, why do bad things happen to good people? And that's how I felt. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Shabaz and this is Shabaz Says. This week has been a very dramatic week and I thought, do you know what? I've got to make a YouTube video on it because as a YouTuber, when something dramatic happens, you think to yourself, what thumbnail am I gonna use? What title am I gonna use on my YouTube video? I just needed to explain what's going on. Okay, so I don't even know how to explain to you the dramatic events that have gone on this week, but let me start with Wednesday. Okay, so I wake up on Wednesday, ready, have a shower, get changed about 6:30. And I thought to myself, do you know what? Check me out, I'm up early today. I decided I just need to quickly nip into one of my friends' houses to grab something. So I parked up outside their house. It's about 7 o'clock, right? I get into the house and next minute, I swear to you, I heard like an explosion. I thought it was an earthquake. Like honestly, you when you hear such a loud noise that you go, whoa, what the heck, what was that? I genuinely heard that and I heard this bang and I thought, whoa. And the first thing that came to my mind, the first thing that I instantly thought was, that's my car, isn't it? I don't know what came, I mean, whether you call it a sixth sense, yeah, because how many senses do we have? 5, 6, yeah, whether you call it a sixth sense or whatever you call it, I just knew something's happened with my car. So I ran out, and next minute I look, and my car is pretty much on the pavement against a wall. You can imagine, I just wanted to cry. I thought, oh my God, you are joking. Someone's hit my car and driven off. And I thought, this is the last thing I need. So I'm looking at my car and I'm really majorly confused because I'm looking at this car thinking, hold up, why? I looked at it and there was a wheel there and I'm thinking, my wheels come off. Like this person has crashed into me that hard and my wheels fallen off. I was looking at my car, counting wheels, I'm thinking 4. So where's this wheel come from? Has somebody crashed into it, their wheels come off and then they've driven off? I was so confused. The next minute, the neighbour comes out, runs down and goes, mate, that's the car. Points over, so I look over, like at least a good 600-700 yards away, there's another car there and that car's in the wall. I looked over and I was like, oh my God. So the first thing in my mind, I thought to myself, I can't be dealing with this right now. I have got to get into work because I've got stuff to deal with. I have things to do, right? People are depending on me and I can't be dealing with this mess that is there right now. And the first thing in my head, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to get time to do anything. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to rush. I'm going to have to do that. How am I going to get to work? Because my car is clearly in a wall. This is pure dedication to the cause, right? I was more worried about me missing my job than I was about this car, and that's the truth of the matter, and that's how dedicated I am to these people. Anyway, so I look at this car and I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this. And I'm one of those people, I don't know how to deal with these. Like I don't even know how to change a tire, so I don't know what I'm dealing with this. I'm thinking, what do I even do? So the first thing I thought was I need to get this car moved, and I thought, right, who do I ring? I have cover with RAC, so I rang RAC and I'm like, somebody's crashed into my car, I need my car picking up and taken to like the dealer, or I need to take it into, I don't know, somewhere where it can get repaired because, child, I don't even know what I'm doing. So they're like, yeah, it took all the details off me and they did that. While I'm on the phone inside, I'm dealing with this, and the neighbour's like, oh, I saw someone get out of the car and run off. And I'm thinking, what? I thought there was somebody in the car. So I go over to the car and there's no one in the car. The person who's crashed into me has got out of the car and legged it down the street. Are you for real? So not only has somebody crashed into me, somebody has then done one down the street. What am I supposed to say to that? There was all these people talking at me. There's all these little bits of information coming and I'm just thinking, oh my God, I do not care right now. All I care about is my car that's been crashed. I don't even care about the other person because my car's parked up. Like I'm doing zero wrong, right? It's parked up and yet someone has crashed into the back of it. So I haven't got any time for anybody else. So I nip inside the house, right? Just to sort of like compose myself because clearly there's too much going on. Go into the house, next minute I come outside, somebody calls me out and said the police are here. So I ran outside and next minute there's a woman there and this woman is crying and I'm thinking, right, why are you crying? Like, you know, I should be the one crying, why are you crying? Anyway, so I go up to her and I'm like, is everything alright? And she starts like talking at me 100 miles per hour. Like, let's be honest, firstly, I couldn't understand her. because she had quite a strong Eastern European accent, so I couldn't really understand what she was saying. And on top of it, she was crying. She was talking at me, and all I could smell was booze. And I'm thinking, oh my god, this woman is drunk. So what the hell's going on? And I understood parts of the story, and what she's saying to me was that this is my car, and I'm like, all right, so this is your car, and you hit into me. So my instant reaction was just like, what is wrong with you? You've crashed into me, and yet you're crying about it. Can you explain how you have gone? Like, if my car's here and you're all the way over here, can you explain how that's happened, how that situation has come about? Just explain that to me. What happened was she was gonna drop her kids off to work. I mean, clearly she was drunk. Well, she smelt the booze, so she probably shouldn't have been doing that, but she was gonna drop her kids off to school. She nipped into the house. I don't actually know what she said. She said she was went into the house. It was in a split second. Someone jumped into a car and drove off with it. And then I said, well, how did you know that your car was here? And she was like, oh, well, I was driving past because I was going to go to work, and my brother was taking me, and I saw it. And I'm thinking, oh, this story isn't making any sense. You're dropping your kids off to school, and then you were driving past with your brother, and your brother-in-law told. I mean, whether it was just my understanding of the situation or whether she wasn't making a story clear, I just didn't understand what was going on. Now, the only reason I kind of believed her story about her car getting robbed was because the speed that this person was going at was fast. I mean, very, very fast. In order for someone to be able to hit into the car to spin around like meters away and crash into a wall, they must have been going extremely, extremely fast, right? At least a good 60, 70, 80 miles per hour down that street. Luckily, no one else was injured. No pedestrians were injured, and it was really early in the morning, so no one else was injured to a like, because there could have been oncoming traffic, the car could have hit another car, the car could have hit a person, there were schoolgoers, whatever it was. I just thought to myself, at least no one else is harmed. Now, I'm talking to this woman, and I said to her, just listen, I don't want to deal with this. I've got places to be. Can you give your details to me, your insurance details, or just give me your passport, driving license, I'll take a picture of it, so at least I know who you are. She's like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't give you my driving license because I didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like, okay, at the very moment in time, I don't even want to deal with this. It's none of my business. The police are here. I just thought to myself, I'm not even gonna have this argument with you. Bye. I'm gonna deal with the police. Police are like asking me questions, and I'm saying to them, look, here's my name, here's my address, here's my phone number. I've got to go. I've got, you know, somewhere to be. Now, it was really funny because the policeman afterwards asked me, he was like, I thought you were a doctor because you seemed so urgent to go. And I was like, listen, my job is just as important as a doctor. I'm just telling you, right? I think in that instance, I was just kind of in shock as well. I mean, I wasn't in the car, so I was kind of in shock. I just thought to myself, I just want to get away from this situation. Like, my car's been taken in. I don't know what else I can do by standing here. Like, I don't know what I'm going to contribute towards standing there. This woman, whether it was her, whether it was someone else, whether someone stole her car, she's crashed into me. I've done zero wrong. I don't have to be here. So I told the police, I was like, do you need to breathalyze me? And you said, it doesn't make sense. Your car was parked up, so why would I need to breathalyze you? I was like, I don't know, but you need to breathalyze her. Now, the thing is, the neighbor who'd opened the window, he'd opened his sort of attic window and looked out at the time. He'd looked at both cars, and he claimed that he saw a blonde woman running off. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, whether he just sort of assumed that it was a blonde woman or whether he actually saw one. And I don't actually know what he said to the police, but in my eyes, I was thinking her story didn't check out. I mean, it sort of made sense, but then it didn't make sense. She could have easily just left the kids out. She could have said, I left my phone inside, I nipped inside to quickly get it, and the next minute someone's driven off my car, which probably would have made more sense. But her story on, like, I was dropping my kids off to school and then somebody jumped in, there was no kids in the car, so I don't really know what she said. So the next day I get a phone call, and the police are like, oh, can you come in? We just need to speak to you and ask you a few questions. It was World Book Day, so I wanted to go dressed as Alice from Alice in the Wonderland. I even had like all my outfit and everything ready, but I thought to myself, can you imagine getting all dressed up and going sitting in the police station? The police are gonna be like, what the hell's going on here? I'm very, very disappointed in myself that I never got to do that. I mean, that's beside the point, I think. Probably not the main thing I should be focusing on, but anyway. So I go into the police station and they ask me all these questions, and they're like, oh, did you see anything when you came out? What did you see? I said, when I came out of the house, I didn't see anything apart from my own car. I didn't even know there were people around. I don't even know how many people there were around. I don't even know if there was anyone watching. I just saw my car, I saw it smashed, and that's all I could think about. That's all I saw, and I don't know what else to tell you. Anyway, so my insurance company are just absolute bad, right? There's no other word I mean, I was gonna use another word, but bad. I've rang them up and I've gone, hold on, like, I've still not got a car, I've still not heard from the garage, I've still not heard from the RAC. For all I know, I don't even know where my vehicle is, and I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand why I pay you for insurance when you're not doing anything about it. Obviously, insurance companies are weird because what they do is they tend to like then give money, they tend to give your details out to everybody when they log you've had an accident. So I've had phone call after phone call after phone call of people ringing me saying, hi, we just want to talk to you about your road traffic accident. And I'm thinking, I've not had an accident. I was not in the car, so I've not had an accident really. And I got so sick of it, so eventually someone rang me and I answered the phone and said, oh, just wanted to ask you about any injuries you had in your recent road traffic accident. And I was like, yeah, I did have some injuries. And they're like, what injuries were they? I said, well, I died. And they were like, oh, the woman was so confused, and she went, sorry? And I went, well, yeah, I died, as in a car crashed into me and I died. And she was going, oh, sorry. And then she put the phone down. And I thought, that's how I'm gonna, from now on, that's how I'm dealing with it. All in all, I just thought, what a mess. I just don't get the world. I don't understand why you'd rob somebody's car, whether or not she's telling the truth. If she was drunk, which she really smelt it, and she crashed the car, she must have been going either very, very fast and then lost control, or either somebody genuinely did rob a car. But whoever it was, I genuinely hope you just hit your head on the curb. What a hassle you've caused me. Like, do you think I needed this in my life? Do you think I'm a type of person that wants to deal with this mess? The answer to the question is no. I don't want to have to deal with this stupid situation that I shouldn't be in. Like, why am I being punished? Like, why do bad things happen to good people? And that's how I felt after this drama and this mess that this person has caused by crashing into me. Like, I didn't even do anything wrong. I'm fairly safe driver, you know what I mean? And yeah, so just really annoyed. If the truth is that her car got stolen, like, buy your own car, you scruff. Like, why are you stealing other people's car? And where do you think you're gonna go with stealing somebody else's car? Like, it's not like it's Fast and Furious that you're gonna nick the car and then change the plates and spray paint it. I mean, it's not the Grand Theft Auto. Like, I'm a good person. I don't deserve this kind of karma. I don't do anything wrong. Yeah, so that's it really. I just felt like I needed to clarify that I wasn't actually in the car. So I wasn't actually injured, apart from like my pride and my sanity was injured. Apart from that, I wasn't, which touch wood, because I literally just went in the house for 2 minutes and somebody's crashed into it. So I've got to count my lucky stars in that sense. But still, equally, what an absolute nightmare of a week. So yeah, so thank you very much for listening. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give me a massive thumbs up. Give me thumbs up for support, you know what I mean? It's been a tough week. Let me know what you thought in the comment section, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I will be putting another video up soon. See you later. Bye. Okay.